I've not so much changed as I have come back home to my real self. I've had the opportunity to retrace these lines of identity and consider the steps taken to my arrival in the present. As I've cycled along these roads making my way across the province, I've actually been moving back. Going back to a time where terms have meanings that aren't loaded with conventions and generalities, with every petal and hill that I let in, that I allowed to influence me along the rocky years of youth without realizing what's fake looks good. What was wrong for myself was easy. Prior to these last 2 months, I valued the comfortable, the familiar. It was a flawed ethic and I was stuck. Like so many other liberal arts students, I woke up earlier this year with a degree, a pile of debt, and absolutely no clue where to turn. I kept promising others that I lived for the truth while lying to myself. I didn't know what to do. I felt like a person who loved existence so generally that I didn't actually care about anything. I was paralyzed by my freedom of choice, as if lost in a forest, needing to take a step in some direction that must be done, but how? For myself, it was easier just to sit beneath that tree of simplicity in Ottawa. It was easier to sleep. So I did. I was bored, frustrated, and lazy. I spent almost all of my time alone and drove myself mad with abstract contemplations, but, like many of us, I've always liked bikes. And this past year, I rediscovered the joy of cycling. Her name was Betty. A beat-up, fat Montreal roadbuck from 1976 with a basket and the worst brakes. I loved her. But she was dangerous and needing stability in that kind of relationship. I had to up and leave her for Louise. Louise was a rusty white bike with a weight problem and no gears, but she had charm. Interesting late nights over the summer, I would thank Louise for protecting me and keeping me safe underneath that moonlit sky. I saw the world again in that incredible way that we all first discover as children when we learn to ride a bike. There's just nothing else like it. I wanted to be outside, I wanted to move, I wanted to combine reflective thinking with the active. I started to remember that when I was younger, I really cared about the environment, and that I still did. I just let myself get distracted for a while. I spent more time connecting with nature, and it was good. When I discovered Otesha, purely by chance, I was shocked at how perfect the timing was. I'll always thank you, God, for that one. I used to say to people, you really do have to try at life. Otesha was my chance to follow my own obnoxious advice. This would be my first adventure. Breathe. The wind is blowing on my face and it's so loud that I can't hear anything else. It's blowing so hard that I can't stop smiling. Almost the entire city of Hamilton is within my field of vision to the right. I am looking at the road. Leaves, color, lights everywhere. It's beautiful. I'm pedaling in a creative waltz with these scattered leaves along the trees with our audience. My dancing partners make me think of the simplest, cutest little creatures, which they are. They tell me secret stories of change and remind me that the times in my life that I will see them that color are numbered. They assure me of the changes I have made up for the better and remind me of things I have forgotten. This and so much more happens in an instant before I yell at some witty banter to my riding partner, who I'd like to mention is a unique and brilliant gem of a person, before we head downhill. I wanted to share this because it was only one tiny moment from the past 2 months and I will cherish it forever. And it's those kinds of moments that make me not think or truly believe that there can be a different way of living life now. Here. This. Adventure has become reality instead of a book that I read or some Disney film. Courage has made an appearance on my doorstep and we're eloping. I just personified a virtue and spoke about marrying it in front of all of you. If that's not an example of freedom, I don't know what is.